Good morning, Jumpstart January, and I am here with a review. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. I never went back to sleep after I saw my son off to wrestling. So I am barefaced. I have my coffee, and I am in my blanket. And we're going to do this review for Married to Medicine. Don't remember the episode, but I'll have it in the description box. So let's get to it. So we are on our last day of Hawaii. It opens up with Dr. Damon going home. He has to go back to work. And on the last day of Hawaii, one doctor leaves and one doctor comes back. So Dr. Darren finally arrives to Hawaii on the last day. And I will say this again, if you've never traveled to Hawaii, unless you live in California, that is a very long drive. And my cat is decided that he wants to come up here, so forgive me. I'm not even going to edit this. Garfield is going to make an appearance while I'm talking. So Dr. Simone is having breakfast with the ladies, and she tells them that tonight is the last night. We're going to have the white party, and we are going to have a surprise vow renewal, which is something that Cecil didn't want, but evidently in 20 years, that's how they roll. Anyway, Mariah declines because what happens is that she asked the ladies to also participate in having a renewal with their husbands. She invited them to do that. So Mariah declines, and I can understand that because her husband, who's Indian, had other siblings who all came into arranged marriages, and Dr. Aiden broke tradition. He's a rebel. He broke tradition and did not have an arranged marriage. He married a little black girl with a baby. So he not only broke tradition, he blew it out the water. So because their family weren't together the first time they were married, they want to save that for getting the whole family together and kind of renewing their vows and having a commitment with all the family, which I understand. So Dr. Heavenly is officiating. Obviously, some of them are not so happy about it, but I think Dr. Heavenly is a good choice. I don't think it's going to be as bad as everyone thinks it's going to be. So Heavenly says there's an elephant in the room, and that, she's been working on herself and trying to do better and trying to be a better person, and that she wanted to know, there was a time where Quad and Mariah were good friends, and is there any way to bring that back? Because everyone is still kind of surprised that of all the people that could not get along or who isn't getting along is Quad and Mariah. So once again, we're having this issue, but a lot is going to go down. What ends up happening is that Mariah says, I respect the fact that you guys are concerned, but, we do have our issues, and that, we will have to, deal with them amongst each other. Mariah says she's done apologizing, and I really feel like Mariah should be done apologizing. I don't think she should apologize anymore for whatever she says she's done. She's extended an olive branch, and Quad does not want to accept it. Quad says that she did extend an olive branch, and that, whatever good she was trying to do, she undid. It was undone at Toya's birthday party. Now, I don't feel the same way. And I'm going to play devil's advocate because I can see both sides. But I'll pose the question. How long does someone have to feel obligated to someone else? Is there an expiration date? And I'm saying that about Quad. And Mariah, how long are you going to be upset without really letting us know? Because when the episode started, when this conversation started, I was like, what is really going on? Because I've said this before. Like, I don't feel like we really know the whole story. Well, in this episode, we're going to get some more insight. And again, I don't know we know the whole story, but we have a lot more information than what we had before. But the long and short of it is that Quad's like, look, I'm good. We can occupy the same space and exist, and I'm good. But that's where it ends. So nothing was resolved. The guys are out bonding. I love the brotherhood. I love the fact that the guys can get along in spite of the ladies, that they really truly have their own separate friendship going on. And it's funny because, you know, Dr. Darren cannot for the life of himself ever tell the truth. Ever tell the truth. No one is like, he's a walking cliche. Like, you know, he's lying when his lips are moving. Like, he cannot in the slightest just tell the truth. So he tells his wife, Lisa, that he comes to Hawaii with a sling, his arm in a sling. He tells his wife that, you know, it's a work injury. He doesn't know how he injured it, but, you know, I'm a doctor. We have to lift and pull and stuff. Which my own experience with doctors is that they don't really do a lot of lifting. It's really the nurses. They do all. I don't know if the camera's gonna cut off because I had to delete a whole bunch of stuff off my camera. So let's see, take 3. So, okay, so I think where I left off with is that no one believes Dr. Darren. He's just, no one believes him. So, we're going to move on. Quad is having the lookbook redo, and they surprised Dr. Jackie with the photo shoot. Dr. Simone has been keeping her occupied until they could set up, and once again, I really love their friendship. They have a true friendship. You can tell it's been long standing. They get each other, and they are, you know, each other's support system, and I really love seeing that. After they surprised Dr. Jackie couldn't be mad at them anymore. She's forgiven them, and the fact that they went and did this photo shoot for her to make up for the disastrous one that she threw them out of, made it all good. So now it's time for the white party. The ladies they're all dressed in white. They all look beautiful, although I did not like Dr. Simone's dress. It was kind of ill-fitting. I don't know if there was supposed to be like a ruching. The dress was very simple, which is nice, but it was ill-fitting up top. Like, it didn't get tailored or, you know, altered. Like, it was just like off the rack, and it didn't really fit her body as well as it could have. But everyone looked beautiful. The ladies had blown up pictures of their wedding day, which was really nice. So they stood by the easel, and the men don't know that this is a surprise ceremony. So they are surprised, and so the renewal goes, and Dr. Heavenly did a really great job officiating the renewal. Now, again, Mariah and Dr. Aiden are not participating in the vow renewal, but all the other couples, something was said nice to all the couples, and you know, the truth of the matter is that when you have friends and you have friends who are married, you know, you realize that every couple has their own personality, and what works for them may not work for you. And you know, everyone there, all the couples have their own version of love that works for them. So I can't fault, you know, it couldn't go necessarily down in my marriage, but again, what works for me doesn't work for other people, and I get that. And the more people can respect the fact that this is their union. I don't get Dr. Darren and Lisa's marriage, but there is love there, and if they want to make it work, I think people should let them do what they need to do. And again, you know, for anyone, no amount of rumors or words or anything is going to stop a woman from loving her man until she's good and ready to get out. So I think that people should step back and leave the accusations of Dr. Darren. If she likes it, we should love it. And even if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't matter. She wants to be there, and I think we all need to respect that. All the ladies need to respect their workings. It's working for them. They've been married, I guess, 8 years, and no matter what, she's willing to stick it out. So there you go. Lisa apologized to Dr. Heavenly, saying that she did not believe that she wasn't an alcoholic. And it seemed very, very sincere. And I just hope that it sticks. Okay, so now everyone's back at home. Mariah and Lisa have a spa day to have a mini vacation from their vacation. Although Mariah enjoyed the vacation, Lisa felt very beaten up, and she needed to kind of have a relaxing day because she really spent her vacation, one, alone, and second, defending her marriage, defending her husband. So she's a little exhausted. And so here we go. The piece de resistance. All right, so here it comes, what all we've been waiting for. A little bit of tea, a little bit of unfolding about what is really going on between Mariah and Quad. So here it goes. All right, so I wrote my notes down because I wanted to get it all together. All right, so Mariah resents the fact that Quad, even though Quad says that Mariah has done her wrong, she will not say, Quad will not say what Mariah has done for her, which is Quad was living in her car and she helped Quad with her rent. And then Mariah made a call to medical sales, which is why she got her foot in the door. Before that, she was working in a nursing home in Nashville. Pause. And I wrote this down. Does this eerily feel like Bethany and Jill from the Real Housewives of New York? Remember, Jill helped Bethany out in many ways. Bethany was really not making any money. Remember, she was peddling her brownies on the streets of Brooklyn, and no one was checking for her. Fast forward, she gets the man, gets the money, gets the baby, and Jill is nowhere to be found. And Jill felt some kind of way about Bethany. I'm just saying, it's a Bravo recipe. But anyway, so Lisa, now you know Lisa and Quad has not had a very good relationship. And even though Lisa and Quad have been very, very quiet, I don't foresee that staying very long. So this is what has happened. Let me tell you, it is juicy. It is juicy. Okay, so Lisa drops that her brother-in-law went to TSU, which is where Quad also went. And so Lisa has some background story of information saying that she knew what Quad's life was before Quad was Quad. And that allegedly she dated drug dealers, which Quad admitted at a reunion. She dated drug dealers, ballers, players, men that had cash. And as Lisa says, she did what she had to do to pay the bills. Now, Lisa, now you know that making that kind of accusation brings an underlying tone. You know what you meant to say. You know what you were saying when you made that comment, Lisa. So Lisa was very nice, nasty about it. And, you know that wasn't cool. Anyway, Mariah feels that Quad had her friends turn against her, which wasn't cool. Now, I don't know if the ladies turned against her on Quad's issuing, but I really do think in some ways Mariah felt like Quad was a sister, and because Quad dated her cousin, who was a drug dealer, um, the cousin got busted, and Quad was left alone. So that is why Mariah took Quad in and took her in like family, because she was essentially family. And what I think we're gonna find some more. I think we're gonna find some more information, but I don't know. A lot is gonna happen in the future. I think that more needs to be brought up on that, but that is the underlying thing, that she wasn't just a friend, she was family, which is a whole other situation. And I was kind of pissed off about this. Why didn't you bring this out on the table when all the ladies were there? Because, see, you said, well, her and I were going to have to resolve our feelings, yet you spilled everything to Lisa. Now, if you really felt that way, then you shouldn't have said that to Lisa, I think. If you had an issue and you didn't feel like you should put it out on the table, then why did you divulge it to Lisa? Which, you know, makes Mariah a little suspect. Anyway, Bravo rolled the tape where Quad admitted dating her cousin, and who was a drug dealer. And so there you have it. Now, Jackie gets home, and this is all I have to say. Jackie and Curtis is not on the same page, and at this point, I don't blame Curtis. Curtis feels that Jackie is not taking their marriage priority, and Jackie admittedly is not being honest with Curtis. And if she doesn't resolve this with herself, the marriage is not going to make it. So I personally think that at this point in time, Jackie needs to go to counseling to mourn the fact that she can't have children. She made the decision not to adopt, and she said that she has closure where she doesn't, because in the confession she admits that she has not told Curtis that she works so much to fill a void. I think that Jackie needs to go to individual counseling, and then her and Curtis needs to go to marriage counseling so they can find some work-life balance. And if Jackie does not take care of this herself, because this is really her issue, she says she is feeling a void, missing motherhood. She does not want to get motherhood by adoption. So she is working and working and working at the detriment of her marriage. If you're not going to be honest with your husband and tell him that you are still sad and you still really don't have closure, he can't help you. He can't help you through it. If he was strong enough to help you through breast cancer twice, he's strong enough to help you through this. But if you're not going to let him in, and he's going to keep thinking that you don't take the marriage seriously, you guys, she is going to lose her husband. That's the bottom line. She needs to get counseling. So that's how it ended. I hope you enjoyed the review. Married to Medicine. I thought it was really good. Ooh, Lisa was kind of nasty. So my dog's in the background. Don't mind that. Jumpstart January. I hope you enjoyed the review. Take care of yourself and each other, and I will talk to you tomorrow. It is almost 6 o'clock, and I am not going to get any sleep, and I've got a long day, but I am here for you. Take care of yourself. Talk to you soon. Bye.